Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting of the Nicholas County Board of Education regular meeting Monday, September 8th, 2025 to order. And at this time, please stand for a moment of silent reflection. Thank you. Please join the board with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you very much. We'll turn it over to Mr. Cochran.
All right. Just for everyone's knowledge, I'd like to mention that everything on the agenda tonight has been pre-approved by the state superintendent. Item 4 was the minutes from the August 4th, 2025 meeting, which were approved. Under my updates, I do have a few things tonight to share for the board. But first, I would like to, we have a couple of guests tonight that would like to share some information about their programming. Let me pronounce your name right. Mr. Preser, who is the Executive Director of the Nicholas Intervention Coalition. You have the floor.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Craig Preser. Don't feel bad. That's what when everybody tries it, everybody comes up with that one. So you're not alone. But I am the new Executive Director for the Nicholas Intervention Coalition. Tonight I'm here just to basically introduce myself to the board members and to the public at large who are involved in the school system. The Nicholas County Commission has hired me, as well as City of Summersville are paying my salary. I work for it's kind of confusing. I'm paid by the Nicholas County Commission and the City of Summersville. I work for the Nicholas County, for the Nicholas Intervention Coalition. So, but they brought me on board. There are a lot of people doing a lot of good things here in Nicholas County. As I'm sure you're very aware, Nicholas County has had a troubling past with substance misuse, accidental overdoses, and deaths resulting from those. Everybody knows someone that's been struggling or has been affected by drugs and substance use situation here in Nicholas County. So that I've been brought on board to help all these different organizations that are doing good work, all the way from prevention and intervention to treatment and recovery. I've been brought on to help coordinate efforts and improve communication between the organizations. Maybe even here all those organizations or the coalition into a stronger setting and to an even more fostering in the county to provide more effective service to the citizens of the county. Like I said, there are a lot of groups already here that are doing great. I'm just going to work to get everybody swimming in the same direction, doing the same dance steps, so we don't step on each other's toes while we're doing the good work we're doing. Again, I'm only here to introduce myself, so I won't go too far in depth. But some of the initiatives that we've got this September has been proclaimed by Nicholas County Commission, City of Summersville, and tonight at 6 o'clock by the City of Ridgewood. They've proclaimed September to be West Virginia Wears Purple in honor of recovery and awareness of drug situation recovery, and in honor of hope. It is possible to recover from drug addiction and misuse and create a successful, more meaningful life for yourself. So we celebrate that this month by wearing purple. I apologize. I only have a limited number of purple shirts. We've got a little ribbon here, but we encourage everyone, not just organizations and businesses, but everyone to display the color purple. You may have noticed that the county courthouse was bathed in purple light during the Potato Festival this past weekend, and we're encouraging businesses. You may see other businesses and establishments around town with purple lighting or purple ribbons, things like that. So we encourage you to do that. September 25th will be Save a Life Day as part of Recovery Month, in where the coalition and members will be manning 5 different booths around the county, handing out naloxone or Narcan, and also training folks. So anybody would care to receive free naloxone and the training on how to use that and administer that, could stop at any one of those 5 spots. Your city of Richwood, Methodist Church here. So which Methodist church in Summers? One of you remember off the top of your head? Yeah.
I can't remember.
But we're also going to be in Craigsville and I can't go prepared. I'm sorry, but we're going to be in 5 different places around the county. And you'll see us there, and feel free to come up, introduce yourself, pick up some free naloxone and some training on how to use that. And you may end up saving a life one day. You never know. You've got that. You can also stop by a booth and volunteer your services, see what other types of opportunities there are to help in our fight against substance misuse and abuse here. I think I probably have my 3 minutes.
You're fine.
Want to hear, but we've got that coming up. I know that, listen, she's not here to talk about it. She said she didn't want to talk about too much tonight, but I will say that we've started a teen council, not the right word, teen action. What's it called?
They're youth action teams
Youth
in
action.
each of the high schools and middle schools.
Okay, so, yeah, so the youth action team.
More news coming soon on that.
It's
They'll
branded-
be talking for themselves.
Today was the first meeting of the youth action team or the youth action club at Summersville High School. correct?
At Nicholas County High School.
Nicholas County. Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
Nicholas County. As you can tell, I'm from Upshur County originally, so Summersville and Nicholas County are all fairly new to me. I've been at the job now for 2 months and I'm still learning it without notes in front of me. I'm still, I have trouble remembering all the things, but I'm excited about the possibilities here and looking forward to the future of a brighter future for our youth and the citizens.
Thank you for coming this evening.
Thank you.
We look forward to the collaboration.
I'll be better prepared. I'll also admit that I thought it was at 6, so my mind hasn't wrapped around it yet, but I'm actually here at 5. So,
Thank you.
Apologize for that, but
You're fine.
I'm much more in tune with things. So.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Also, we have Mr. Brian Sparks here tonight from the West Virginia University Extension Office to share some information about Farm Safety Day.
Yes, thank you for working with me on this, the board. And so I just want to tell you a little bit about the Progressive Farm Safety Day. It is a partnership with a lot of different organizations that are national and local. And so myself, Brian Sparks with the WVU Extension Service, we have teamed up with the Progressive Agriculture Safety Day Foundation. And these are the national sponsors that we have. And what these national sponsors do is they provide each student that I have through a safety day with a little safety shirt that we like for them to bring and wear the day of the safety day. And of course, the national sponsors are on the back. In this teaching session, the sessions are for 3rd graders in Nicholas County, all schools. And the teaching sessions are ATV safety, tractor and PTO, lawnmower, fire safety, food safety, first aid, and the last one is sun safety. And so in this partnership, the city of Summersville provides us with funding to buy every student a box of smoke detectors. That is one of the sessions that the children will learn about is where to install that, how to get a fire escape plan put together at home So they'll be able to, if there, Lord, if there was a fire, they would be able to handle that situation. So the partnership is also with the Nicholas County Farm Bureau. Those are some instructors. Western University Extension has instructors in this program also. And so we have been doing this program here in the county now for 22 years. And so we hope we never have to measure what we have taught through those sessions, but we hope that our students will have some safety. So our students have now, some of them have graduated and moved on that have been through this program that we've been offering throughout the year. The partnership with the board that we would like to have is this activity is on October 1st. And it will be at the Nicholas County Veterans Memorial Park. So we hold it there at a central location so we can use the cabins. If we happen to have rain or wind or something, we can scoot into those. If not, we offer it outside. And so these students rotate through these sessions, 15 minutes each one. So we split the county up into 2 areas. So the closer the students are, we use those in the morning session, and then the mid-afternoon, the schools that have a little further to drive. We do not interrupt school lunch programs. So we work around that schedule with the schools so they can provide the lunch for the students so we can keep up that count for the lunch program. Where we need some support and help from you all to make this work is to work with the transportation director to be able to bus these students into the Nicholas County Veterans Memorial Park from their grade schools. So that is the program. We hope that you can get that approved for us for the October 1 and that we can work with the transportation director and start working with those 3rd grade teachers in each school and their principals.
Do you have times for the sessions,
The times for the sessions,
start times?
the start time is 8:50 a.m. for the first group.
Okay.
It ends at 11, then we start the next session at 11:50.
Okay.
And we try to, and we do end it enough time so those students can get back to their respective schools.
Is it the same schedule as
Same schedule
normal?
that we've been using.
So-
for years.
Okay.
Should be.
We're
I
good.
have it all lined out. I am organized on that.
Okay. Mr. Hanshaw, our transportation director, would you get his contact after he finishes up, and then you guys can touch base? Yeah, we'll make that happen.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank you. Look forward to it. Some more information I have just to share with the board. First, I would like to publicly thank the board and the board members for all your help at the community open house we had at the new Richwood Academic Complex. They were all out there serving food and cooking food. It was amazing. It was a great turnout, and I think the community was it was well received. So thank you guys for all your work. It was hot that evening too. School's off to a good start at all of our schools. We received positive feedback from staff in regards to the professional development opportunities that were provided to them at the beginning of the year. We received positive feedback about our 2-day Principals Academy that was held here at the office. So with that said, I would like to thank all the directors for their work, and especially Sarah Lee in her office. And I'm going to leave somebody out, Ms. Chapman, Ms. Kuiper, all you guys who put those sessions together. I thought it was very effective and information that they could utilize throughout the school year. So job well done. I do have some information to share, some handouts for you guys. Again, thanks to the staff, Dr. Lee and her staff put this together. It's our new organizational chart, which has been updated to reflect the changes here at the central office. That's just yours to keep as a reference if you have questions about any specific program. I'm sure you like the pictures. It goes with the names as well. Also, I have this week's newsletter, which I'd like to share, that's put together by our curriculum and instruction staff. There's tons of stuff in there related to professional development, climate and culture, early childhood opportunities, upcoming events, student activities, 21st century after school programming, announcements for special education, assessment updates, and technology schedules. So all of that information is in there too, which we will disseminate to our staff. We will be, we'll be providing, I'll have my staff to provide an enrollment update at the next meeting, which will occur after the October 1 enrollment deadline. So we'll have an idea where enrollment stands as compared to last year moving forward. Quick construction update for everyone. As you guys are aware, at the Richwood Academic Complex, Phase 1 and Phase 2 have been completed. There's still a little bit of work that's involved in Phase 1, Phase 2, which SQP is working around the schedules of the school. The Summersville Academic Complex is still tracking ahead of schedule. Everything should be under roof and buttoned up by winter time. This weather has really helped in this last couple months. At the Richwood Academic Complex, right now, the focus is on Phase 3. We're trying to prioritize 2 classrooms, which we'll discuss more at our construction meeting tomorrow, to get those ready so we can utilize those for our high school and middle school programming. In Phase 3, which is the Cherry River portion, mechanical, electrical, plumbing work is ongoing. They're starting painting in Phase 3. The sprinkler installation is ongoing in Phase 3. Ceiling grids are getting up. The painting of the existing gym, the elementary PE area, is taking place. Installation of cabinets and casework, carpet, and other flooring. Finishing up the sidewalks in Phase 3. They did install the guardrail around the bus loop and got up the exterior signage. The completion of reprogramming of the lighting in Phase 1 and Phase 2 is finished up and working. At the Summersville Academic Complex, as I mentioned, it is still tracking well and ahead of schedule. Ongoing work there includes plumbing and electrical, storm line rough ends, sanitary sewer line is underway of being installed, setting door frames, installing the bearing plates in the topped out areas. Bar joist and decking is being installed as walls become ready. Roofing is underway. They're setting roof curbs and drains. Painting has even begun today. We discussed in our meeting, painting has begun in some of the accent walls in the classrooms. All RTUs are on site and they'll begin setting those at the end of next week or the following week onto the roof. The backup generator is on site. Fire hydrants is being set. The water vault is set and lines are being tested by the water company before they're connected to the building. So work is progressing there as well. What else do I have for today? And as I mentioned, I'll have the staff to provide an enrollment update at our next meeting, which will give us an idea what the enrollment looks like as compared to last year at October 1. The sewer project at Nicholas County High School is complete. Everything in there is going well. We had one issue with when they re-poured the sidewalks outside. They left out one of the handicap accessible ramps onto the sidewalk. So they're going to come back and fix that. So we will have, it'll be accessible for wheelchairs. We have a pre-bid meeting tomorrow for the Career and Technical Center roofing project. That pre-bid will be tomorrow and then followed up with the bid opening on, Mr. Hanshaw, do you know that date? September 26th, I believe. 22nd, 26th. So it's later this month that bid opening will occur. So pre-bid meeting is tomorrow at 10 o'clock. That's all I have for my updates. Under new business, I do have my goals for the year that I'll share with the board, which have been approved. I'll give you a copy of those and then I'll highlight the areas and my goals for this year. And again, focusing on 3 major areas. Those 3 major areas for my goals this year is number 1, student achievement. Number 2, climate and culture. And number 3, the continuous improvement in the focus areas that were identified during WVDE intervention. I'm not going to read those verbatim action steps, but each of those goals has 4 to 5 action steps for each of those goals. So that'll be the work that will be taking place and my focus for this school year. Again, top of that is student achievement. My main part of that, my main action plan or action step is that students will display growth on the benchmark assessment of at least 5% in ELA and math from the fall assessment to the spring assessment. Also, students will exceed the state average in the general summative assessment in ELA, math, and science. We tied in some attendance there. Students will exceed the West Virginia state goal of 90% daily attendance during the 25-26 school year. Under climate and culture, action step 1, create a welcoming and safe educational environment for all students, staff, parents, guardians, and community members. Foster positive relationships between the district office and all school staff, as well as between school staff and all students. Provide transparency at all levels in our educational system. Ensure effective communication with all staff and students, and recognize staff and students regularly for their outstanding accomplishments. Under goal 3, continuous improvement in the focus areas identified during WVD intervention. 1, utilization of Identigo to perform background checks on all newly hired individuals, as well as individuals transferring from other counties or states. 2, ensure certification practices and procedures are followed and completed prior to recommending an employee for employment. 3, utilization of frontline for all position postings. 4, provide annual Title IX and Policy 43 training for all required staff, which we've already completed. And 5, provide a positive and trusting work environment. So those will be my focus areas for this school year. Item B under new business, you have a list of 24 policies there that have been approved. And those are the policies that were on 30-day public comment from the last meeting. We had no comments. We received no comments on those policies. And again, those are due to either revisions or new West Virginia Board of Ed policies or new legislation changes. Item C is the policies that will go out on 30-day comment starting tomorrow. Those will be available on our website. And there are 39 of those.
Could you tell us could you tell the public how to access that?
Sure.
Exactly, step by step, please.
Step by step.
Yeah.
Mr. Hanshaw?
You can visit our website, just go to board members and there's policy out for comment underneath there, and then you can get all those policies there.
There's a link under board members. You click on policies out for comment. It'll take you to all the policies that's on comment.
And all public can,
Correct. Mr. Hanshaw will show you right there.
Here, if you go to board members, policies, and then policies out for comment. Then here's all the policies that are, these will be taken down, the new ones will go here. And then if you want to leave a comment, you just click here to leave a comment. You put which policy you're commenting on, what type of stakeholder you are, your name, and what your comment is on that policy. You can do that for as many policies as you want.
Thank you.
but that's not just for board members.
No, sir.
No, that's public.
That's for the
That's
general
public.
public.
Yep.
Great.
After we get these 39 policies revised and updated, that will catch us up on our current policies with all of the changes. Actually, I should have said 47, not 39. Under consent agenda, the items that has been approved on the consent agenda, the payment of current invoices, and you can see the approval dates that those were approved. Contract extensions for 25-26 year, and then there was one contract, one CCD number 1 with SWOPE for the change in the Nicholas County High sewer line replacement project. That was approved on 7/25. Item 5 are bids that were approved. A is the bid with New Tech Systems for the camera and access controls at the Richwood Academic Complex, approved 7/18/25. The contract with Greenbrier Environmental Group for asbestos management plan. That was approved on 7/29/25. That will get our asbestos plans at our facilities up to date. There had been a lapse in those. Item C, acceptance of the bid from RT Rogers for diesel and gasoline, which was approved 7/30/25. And item D, acceptance of a bid from Art Cart, which is a mobile art program. And that was approved on 7/30/25. Item E on the next page is a bid from New Tech Systems for the low voltage package at Richwood Academic Complex. That was approved on 7/30/25. Item 6, we have 2 out-of-state travel requests that were approved. Nicholas County Career and Technical Center will be attending the Washington Leadership Training Institute in Alexander, September 20th to September 24th. Staff members, Mrs. Kessler, Mr. Bayless, Mr. Odell, and Mr. Odell will be attending, along with 1 student who will be participating. Number 2, we have some individuals that will be attending the Title I National Conference in Denver on February 9th to February 12th. Dr. Lee, Mrs. Duffield, Mrs. Martin, and Mrs. Lockbutt will be attending. Item 7 is a list of transfers that came to us from out of county. You'll see the schools that they're coming from and the schools they will be attending and what grade level, and those all have been approved. Item 8 under miscellaneous, we have 2 MOUs, one with Willing Jesuit and one with Glenville State Universities for our student teacher residencies or clinical and field experiences. C was the list of surplus items that the auction was held early August. That was a success. D is the Frontier Phone Service for Cherry River Elementary. And that was approved 7/29/25. Item E is a list of parent volunteers for the 25-26 school year. Those individuals have completed background checks and completed the volunteer training,
Does that cost anything,
which was part of
the training?
the training is not. Our school nurses provide that.
But do they have to pay for the background check?
Correct.
How much is that?
It's $34 through Identigo. Under personnel, professional, you'll see on the transfer list there on this item that you'll see the WDE approval date, the effective date for that person to begin, where they're coming from and where they're going to. All right. There were 5 of those. Jessica Schaefer, Danica Kreitz, Alexis Wiley, Christina Crowder, and Melissa Gum. The employment of new professional personnel, again, with the WVD approval date and the effective date to start.
Do we have a number on the amount of personnel that we need? How many teachers do we need?
That will come when the preliminary comps come out in November, I believe, Mrs. Eckel, is it November? Do we get the first round of preliminary comps? December? That will show preliminary projections as it relates to what our personnel looks like, professional and service, compared to our enrollment numbers.
I think what he's asking, is there a math position open at Nicholas County High School?
Oh, you mean how many current vacancies?
Right.
Mrs. Fletcher, do you have that information tonight? Hate to put you on the spot.
We are short several science teachers, a couple elementary positions, 1 special ed, 1 preschool, and all of those positions have substitutes in them at this time. So we do have vacancies, yes.
Okay, the science teacher that the principal said they needed at Richwood High School,
Mhm.
Has that been filled by a substitute or a degree candidate?
At this time, none of the science positions have been filled with fully certified applicants, so there are just substitutes in those right now.
Are you interested?
Is there anybody check on these substitutes to see if they're doing their job?
That would be the supervision of those day-to-day substitutes is under the control of the building principal. Yep. Where did I leave off at? Residency students?
Yes.
We do have 2 residency students this year, one at Nicholas County High School and one at Summersville Elementary. And those positions, those content areas are social studies and elementary ed. There was one correction from the previous agenda, and that was just the title of that job posting. You can see what the correction was from and what it will be reflected in the official minutes. We had 2 requests for leave of absence for professional personnel and the reasons for those requests. Under retirement service personnel, we had 1. This is Tammy Huffman, cafeteria manager at Panther Creek Elementary, effective 12/31/25. Under the transfer of service personnel, I'll bring to your attention the last, Mrs. Ashley Holly. For your information, that effective date needs to be changed to 9/3/25, and the WVD approval date was 8/29/25 for Miss Ashley Holly. Again, that was WVDE approval date of 8/29/25 and effective date of 9/3/25. Under employment of service personnel, if you look on the next page, the last 3, which are substitute cooks, the WVD approval date for those 3 was 9/8/25. We have 1 resignation request for extracurricular, Mr. Amick, the head wrestling coach at Nicholas County High School, so we will be getting that job posted. Employment of extracurricular positions, again, you can see WVD approval date, effective date, the name and the position. Which carries us over to the last one on that was Miss Stacy Neal, head track coach at Summersville Middle School. That should be WD approval date of 9/8/25. Under volunteer extracurricular, we have 1 for Summersville, a volunteer for a volleyball coach at Summersville Middle. And then on the next page are some more approvals there. The last one, you got Miss Stacy Neal. The next meeting is October 6, 2025 at 5 o'clock. Board members, do you have any questions that I may be able to answer?
Okay, if there's not any questions, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Make the motion.
Mr. Green makes a motion to adjourn, seconded by
Second.
Mr. Moose seconds. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, unanimous.
Sure.